We're joined by Luther College. They just won the 5th game of the 2012 NCAA Division III Softball National Championship. We're joined by head coach Renee Hartle, catcher Kelsey Kittleson, and pitcher Becca Gervin. Coach, we'll open with comments from you about today's game, please.
We just came out. I don't think we had any different kind of warm-up. We didn't have any kind of different pregame than we have had since about the middle of April, and the girls are ready to go. They knew that they were going to have to get the bats going, and I liked the mentality from the start of the game.
Kelsey, we'll start off with you. You see an ONU player hit a moonball of a home run, and then Sherry Huber come up, and she comes home on a wild pitch to tie the game, and now you're up here in one of the final innings, and you get your opportunity. Talk to me about your at-bat when you smacked one over the center field wall.
Well, it was actually the first pitch, so go up there like every at-bat, and you just do what you can, and you hit the pitch that you think you can drive, and if it goes over, you get a bonus. So.
Well, now let's go back to some of your earlier at-bats end of the day. Talk to your earlier at-bats, what you were seeing from the pitcher going there, and then maybe as you're walking up to the dish for that final, swing, what were you thinking about?
Well, I wasn't happy with my first at-bat because I thought I was chasing out of the zone and things I shouldn't have been doing, and I know that I'm a better offensive hitter than that. So the next two at-bats I went up and I tried to pick out a pitch that I knew I could hit.
Becca, let's talk a little bit about your pitching performance today. Different game than yesterday, just completely total the landscape of the game and being a tight game for both teams. Talk about what you were feeling as the game was progressing and knowing that 1 run, 2 runs could be the difference in the ball game.
I was trying to throw hard, throw strikes today, and just get out of innings.
It was a little bit different as you got to pitch from a lead today there in the final inning. Talk just in general about being a pitcher and having the opportunity to know that your team has backed you up, you have a lead. What do you do when you're out there pitching in those final couple innings to preserve that win?
Same thing as always. I try not to focus on the fact that we have a lead. I try to focus on, I just think, tie game the whole way, pitch as well as I can.
For both players, kind of talk about the mentality of the team right now. Becca, we'll start with you. You've got 2 games under your belt now. You've lost 1, you've won 1, so you've had the gamut of emotions right now. How's the team looking right now and ready to go for tomorrow with your next game?
I think we're looking strong. Our bats have definitely picked up, and I think we're just all really excited to play tomorrow.
I wouldn't say a whole lot different. I think everybody's fired up, and we're comfortable. We've been here before, and everyone's just excited to get after it again.
Coach, let's talk about the progression of the game a little bit here. We talked about close games. Starting to get into situational play is definitely important. Talk about your mindset as the game carries on throughout the innings and it remains tight, 1 runs either way, and then you finally take the lead there in the later innings.
Well, I felt like our team experienced that all last weekend with our regionals. We played 3 1-0 games, a 2-0 game. We were in some very tight pitching matchups where we knew that key hits were going to be huge, and so I felt like the team was comfortable in that setting. I don't feel like that they were pressured or stressed out at any time in that setting. Even down 0-1, they had done that in recent weeks, and so I definitely think that as we progressed, I knew that they could do it. We haven't been the home team a lot through this postseason, and so that was kind of fun.
You're kind of getting to my final question here, and this one here you may have answered a little differently before today's game. What do you think of Salem now after getting a victory here, being here 2 years in a row?
I know, the girls were talking about it, the Salem curse for us. We had a lot more fun in Eau Claire a couple years ago, but no, the girls are just excited. The 5 seniors are excited that they're going to miss their graduation day for a reason, because we're playing this year. And so last year we were traveling on graduation day, so the 5 seniors are really excited to play on their graduation day tomorrow.
Well, Coach and players, thank you for joining us, and good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
We're joined by Ohio Northern University. They just played in Game 5 of the 2012 NCAA Division III Softball National Championship. We have head coach Kim Burke with us, as well as third baseman Cassie Gay. Coach, we'll open with you about comments about today's game, please.
It was a hard-fought game. Both teams, you look at where we were yesterday and where we came out today, much better. Pitching was better, defense was better. The only thing we struggled a little bit with was hitting. So, I mean, it was a great game, and one you're going to see, at the championship level. So.
Okay, so let's talk a little hitting with you today. You've come up against a pitcher it's a good pitcher out there, and all the pitchers here right now are good pitchers. Talk a little bit about what you were seeing in your early at-bats in the early part of the game here, what you and the team might have been talking about in the dugout when going up to face her.
We knew she was a little bit off speed, so I felt like our team made a pretty good adjustment. We just were hitting it right at people. I mean, there's not much to say. She was off speed. We made the adjustment. Just hitting it right at people. So.
Sure. Now, and then we're coming up to your big at bat where you hit a home run. And talk a little about in leading up to your at bat, what your approach was going to be for that at bat.
I knew that I was leading off the inning, so I knew that all I needed to do was get on base, and my team would hit me around. She threw me a pitch that, when I warmed up today, that was a pitch I was hitting during warm-up, and I was hitting them long. And I was looking for it, and she threw it to me. So
most of us haven't had the opportunity to hit a home run like that before. Tell me what you're thinking as you've got two things to think about here. You've got a moonball shot that's way up there in the air. You also have the left field line to contend with.
Yeah.
What are you thinking as you're starting to make your trot down first base watching the ball, trying to wonder, is that going to get over the fence?
I don't know how this sounds, but I kind of knew it was going over because I felt it. It was one of those effortless ones where it just popped in. I totally knew it was gone, so it's a good feeling. It's definitely.
And talk about, Coach, here as we finish up. Talk about the pride that you have in this year's team, making it to this point in the season, getting through conference play and getting through regional play, and being here in the national championship among the top 8 teams in the nation.
I have an enormous amount of pride for this team. You know, looking at where we came from 2 years ago, me coming in as a new coach, and seeing where we've come, you know, this year. The seniors, the 5 that we had, you know, they stepped up and they wanted it so bad to come back to the World Series as they reached this level their freshman year, and nothing was going to stop them. And, you know, they took charge of this team and led them, and it was amazing. You know, they're a great group of girls. I enjoyed every minute of coaching them this year, and it's going to be rough losing them. But, you know, they are the ones, these 5 that graduate are the ones that started to lay the bricks for this program. So, you know, they've done a lot for this program, and they're going to be truly missed.
Well, Coach and Cassie, thank you for joining us today. Congratulations on reaching the championship round of the national tournament.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.